Whoa, you guys, things are getting seriously interesting now. Over the past few days, just like I mentioned in the previous video, Ray Daniels has made it clear that he is not backing down when it comes to Roc Nation. Even after getting called out for being wrong about saying Jay-Z's album was finished, Ray Daniels has continued appearing on podcasts, platforms, and radio shows, essentially standing by what he said. Most recently, Ray appeared on a podcast and claimed, "Yo, I know people who work at Roc Nation. I know people connected to everything." But here's where things get even more interesting. Ray admitted that this isn't the first time he has done something like this. According to Ray, he once revealed information about Atlantic Records that he was never supposed to make public. They called him out, confronted him about it, and basically told him, "Yo, you just messed up something we were planning." And you won't believe what he said next.
Roc Nation thing, let me be clear. I used to work at Roc Nation for 3 years. I know most of the employees over there on the label side, they my friends and everything. I didn't get this information from none of them. I got this information from somebody who, like, honestly, the way they told me, it's like they wanted me to say it, like, oh. Because they know I'm, and by the way, I said it like a fan. I said, album done, we might. I kept saying we might, because I'm like, I am a fan of Jay-Z. That's my favorite rapper of all time. And I'm like, yo, and the way the person told me, it was kind of like, yo, the album done, but y'all might not get it. Y'all might not get it. So it's like, unless he finds a partner. So to me, it felt like, man, you better go hype that shit up for him. That's what that's how I felt like to me, like, man, hype that shit up. So I thought I was doing that, but first of all, the response let me know that I was right.
Did you speak to him since?
Who, my source?
Yes.
Yes.
And what did your source say?
The album is done, there's nothing to talk about. The album is done, he's looking for a partner.
So you standing 10 toes on that?
Bro, the album is, I know more about what's happening from my channels than the person that runs the digital page for Roc Nation. The person that runs the digital page for Roc Nation does what they're told. They say it's this, and they'll say it. It's not like that person is I'm arguing with. They was handed down. But my thing was, I am a fan. I was talking like a fan. I was excited, like, and I thought I created some excitement. Maybe I messed up they play, but here's what I would say. I messed up something for Atlantic one day. Atlantic called me, "Ray, you really fucked up some business for us." I did, my bad. From now on, before you talk about Atlantic, can you call us and we talk it out? Sure, no problem. Like, to me, if you don't want me to talk about it, then I deserve the respect of that, but they don't do that.
Now, Charlamagne is stepping right back into the Roc Nation conversation and doubling down on those claims, too. Charlamagne shared a photo alongside Desus Perez and captioned it, "My annual employee evaluation went well. Let's discuss." Then, on today's episode of the Joe Budden podcast, episode 955, Joe and the crew discussed Charlamagne giving Ray Daniels the donkey of the day. Joe also appeared to send Akademiks a serious warning about continuing to discuss Desus Perez and Roc Nation. And this is where things get really interesting. Here's exactly what Joe had to say.
It exists now, and there seems to be a little bit of merit and a little bit of credence to it, and all you do is help when you seemingly jump in front of anything coming Roc Nation's way or Hove's way or Desiree's way. That's what it appears like, right? Like, I don't know his business. I don't know who he works for or with. But in that Ak interview, it came out that, hey, if we did get the casino, you would have a piece of it. That's, to me, is called working with.
But no, because the way he kind of worded it was, yo, I'm an investor here.
Yeah.
Like, I can be an investor, or any one of us can be an investor with another big conglomerate.
Sure.
That don't necessarily mean that we are investing as a unit together.
That's real simple to say. Yeah. And if you say that, it's easily understood by whoever is digesting that comment. Yeah. Charlamagne never really speaks directly to things. He always speaks in like some type of code to where,
vague.
hey, yeah, to where I'm saying it, but I'm not saying, hey, if they would have got it, I'd have been in on it. But they didn't get it, so I wasn't in on it, so that wasn't an ad. Ak's point was, hey, that all of that should have been said across airwaves, and you might have been violating whatever rules you. I don't talk about that because I'm not Poetic Flacco and them niggas that get on the internet and get to ratting on everybody about what they did wrong. That's not my bad.
I was about to say, but that to Charlamagne's defense, he don't have to.
Well, you do have to.
Well, you have to disclose
you
that.
do
That
have
was
to.
the point.
No, I'm saying
legally,
I don't have to let you got to let somebody know that he has an affiliation with Roc Nation.
Yes.
If y'all are in business,
if you are saying something over the airwaves, as if it's an ad and you are not expressing your personal affiliation with that, you are violating
It ain't just airways.
FCC
Like
rules.
they got that shit now with social media, all that. You can't post something if it's. You have to let it be known that this is an ad.
Yeah.
You cannot just make
But
it
that's
look
an
like.
ad.
That's where.
But
But
that's
that's
what
where
it is.
the
They
great-
ads. They sticky ads. That's what they saying. That's what they're saying.
If I got business dealings with your company, with that's that ish, and I'm somewhere talking about that's that ish in a positive light, but I have an interest there,
That
I have to
nobody
make that
knows about.
and nobody know. That's illegal. I have
think
to
what
make
gets
that
tricky
interest
is
known.
An advertisement is something that I pay for. So if you just fuck
That's not
with
true.
it,
No, that's not necessarily true.
It's not true.
I think where it gets
really?
Not definitively. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. It can.
It could be no money exchange, and you could be doing an advertisement.
Where it gets tricky, I think, is when you think about what the relationships are. For example, if I went on my own private platform and started promoting crime in America, I have a relationship with you and I have a business relationship with you. But it's not necessary. But if I just do a commentary about how great your new show is, that's not an ad.
Well, you also don't participate in the upside of crime in America,
I'm with
which
you.
is a clear distinction.
And that's why I'm saying it's not enough to just have the relationship. There needs to that last piece you just mentioned has to be demonstrated.
Well, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know their business enough. Like you said, I don't know their business enough to know.
Same, but forget about that. Let's throw that to the side, because
Okay.
we do that here. We fucking get caught up in that. Throw that to the side. Even the picture with Desiree,
Yeah.
to be able to take a picture with Desiree,
Yeah.
does say something.
I think it was an interview, right?
I don't know what it was.
It looked like they were on a set for an
I've
interview.
never met Desiree, Mark.
Okay.
I've only ever heard about her from
Same.
people that I know and care about and love. They speak very highly of her in terms of her business savvy, how shrewd she is, and how she gets things done.
I've seen her.
I've also heard about other things to where, yeah, I could understand that side as well. So when these people get to talking about, oh, Rock Nation and Desiree, they may be playing outside of the lines of the rule book, I'm home saying, yeah, that's how they play.
And again, back to my point
That's how they all
last
play.
time, especially once you start getting into political, economic shit at that level, it's a different level of game that
It's
they're
a
playing.
whole different ball game.
Yeah.
That's
Why you-
but we're no
so-
longer talking about critiquing music.
Well,
in art.
that's why I
We're here
would
talking about like the whole business of politics is fucking mudslinging
see.
and protecting someone from being
backdoor
mudslinged.
issues.
Parks, I agree, but that's why I was surprised to see a bullet used for something
Ray.
for
Ray.
for something that seems so low stakes. Because if the album's not coming out, who gives a shit? And if it is, we're gonna find out it is anyway. So
Maybe the fact that the part, it ain't about the album, it's the part that he's saying about
Corporate
there has to be a business, a deal tied to that album. Maybe that was going to be hidden one way or another. That you talking about something that the masses ain't supposed to know.
But
Because again, today everything is numbers based. So if this album dropped and them numbers look a certain way, y'all not supposed to know it looked a certain way because of a business deal over here.
Which we saw happen with Magna Carta, by the way.
yes,
Yes.
with Sony, Samsung.
Yeah.
But it look a certain way, right, to people that have no idea about none of the shit that's being spoken about.
Which is the
right?
masses.
Like, I've met Jay-Z before and had a few talks with him in my past, right? Looking at this, I would put all my poker chips to the table to say, Jay-Z is not telling Charlamagne to go out there and go to bat for everything that is being said about him.
Oh, I agree.
No, I would
of
agree with
course.
that.
Yeah, no.
I would bet the farm
No.
that he's not telling her that.
Okay.
Telling him that. So why he feels like he needs to do it or he's obligated to do it is coming from somewhere else
I was
and
about to say,
something else.
So let me ask you a question.
Not saying it's not Rock Nation affiliated.
Exactly.
Because he took the pick with Dez.
That's what I was about to say.
But listen, if Hov is saying, yo, Dez run all this shit, go talk to Dez. Then that's what you're dealing with now.
I agree.
So when people say Rock Nation, yeah, they saying Jay-Z, but oftentimes when people say it, they're really talking about this woman
company,
who
the
I've
company.
never met. I can't. They be like, Joe, say something, say that. I can't say I've never met the lady.
But see,
I've never met this woman.
yeah, same.
But I heard.
Let me put my Rock Nation cape on for
She
just
the
a
reason
second.
we got.
I heard.
She the reason to do, listen.
I heard she don't play.
We was outside that Yankee Stadium shit when all that shit was fucked up. We was out there for hours, and they said the gates was open, and it wasn't, and it was, and it wasn't. We saw her walk over. She whispered something to that guard, and within 10 minutes at least, I don't know, niggas was inside.
It was like Malcolm X in the movie.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like-
Yo, no bullshit. She came out. She was like,
Dog, I seen Ak online the
Everybody
other
was
day.
inside.
Hey,
The
Ak,
whole
let me
area.
tell you, I absolutely love all of this shit that you got going on. You are turning it up. A 46-year-old nigga like me loves to see it because I be home with low energy. Like, yeah, talk about that shit, yo. But Ak was talking on the stream and got swatted. He's right in the middle of his Rock Nation bag. Seen someone on the cameras, had to run outside, had to go in, and he came back in and talked about it. What a good content piece if you get swatted, right? But I'm home with low energy saying, yeah, that's why I don't do it.
Yeah, why do you want the problems, yo?
Hey, no, Ice, these fans so stupid. Hey, why you don't talk about this? Because I don't like getting swatted.
Who wants the
I don't like
problems?
having lawyer fees for nothing. I don't like getting sued over some shit that read like bullshit on the paper. I don't like creating enemies with people who have the resources to make my life a living hell every day for the rest of my life. I don't. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Choose your battles,
That's my take
my
on
nigga.
it.
Choose your
That's my
battles.
take on it. Hey, Ak, salute. Hey, get him.
It's a whole bar for everything. Do not bark up that tree. That tree will fall on you.
Because as we're talking it through, and again, I think Charlamagne overreacted with the donkey of the day shit. It's just, that didn't need to happen. That's it's weird. It was a weird decision to make. It made, to me, honestly, because we wouldn't be talking about this story except for that happening. Right. He actually made it a bigger story, but they made it a bigger story than if they had just ignored it.
Yeah.
It's if I'm Rock Nation and I'm got as much at stake as y'all are talking about, the business deals, all that stuff, to me, they could have just sent a note to Ray. Because if Ray is who they say he is, and his angle is to get into business and all that other shit, they could have sent Ray a note and said, hey, chill, say, hey, my sources were wrong, and he probably would have stood down. They sent Charlamagne, they sicked Charlamagne on to me. As I'm thinking it through, seems less likely. What could be more likely is still, hey, I got a relationship with this company. I feel the need to frontline for them because I got a relationship with this company.
See,
Charlamagne,
if it wasn't him, I would agree.
In real life, Charlamagne is too much of a boss for that.
Yeah.
It's too much of a boss for that mentality. That's very lackey.
No, but I don't mean on some lackey shit. I mean on some like just I actually fuck with them and love them.
It
shit.
comes off. You're also responsible for how it comes off. I'm not never calling Charlamagne.
No,
I can't put that on where he
how it comes off.
But does this look less like that?
It looks like lackey.
No, but the approach he actually did take, does it look less like that?
No.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah.
No, it doesn't look less.
See,
like that.
I just see it from a different.
He just is a nigga that probably don't care about the perception of.
That's one of the things I appreciate about him.
I'm loyal to the people that I'm in.
Now, Charlamagne giving Ray Daniels the donkey of the day definitely felt like there was some personal history behind it. I'm not exactly sure what went down privately between Charlamagne and Ray Daniels, but I did some digging and found that last month, when Akademiks and Akademiks TV were heavily criticizing Charlamagne, Ray Daniels also jumped into the conversation and accused Charlamagne of being compromised. According to Ray Daniels, while everyone else was trying to paint Desus Nice and the Kid Mero in a negative light, Charlamagne was supposedly the one person attempting to humanize her. And when you hear Charlamagne,
became a pundit talking about people, speaking that positive about someone who I've never heard. Like, I know people inside the camp that's like, man, when she come around, I leave. I've been around Jay for so it's like, I've never heard nobody. It was like they talked about like the boogeyman. Charlamagne talked about it like she was a mom and a warm person. That lets me know that he's completely with them. No problem with it. But like, when I hear him speak about Rock Nation now, I know that that's the 2% that I'm like, I know he's compromised there. He's one of them. Whatever he says is what they want him to say. Like the fact that he was trying to get Akademiks to sit down with them. Like, if I could set it up. And it's like, I don't know, man. It just didn't sit well with me. But like, I'm also not 200 million up in media and ain't that comfortable to say what it fits. So it didn't sit well with me. But you know, I respect it. You know, because he was flipping. What if Drake wouldn't do business with you? What Drake wouldn't want to do business with you? Because that's not how Drake influences media. That's how Jay influences media. That's how he plays the game. Like, I'm gonna get in business with the biggest guys. That's how Jay plays. So of course Drake is not thinking on that level. He's just like making his money and Ak is his boy. But I mean, you know, Charlamagne's still a GOAT to me, but like 2% I got to take from him because he's with them. And that to me is like, okay.
This can actually explain why Charlamagne decided to troll Ray Daniels by sharing that photo of himself with Desus Perez. Look, I'm not going to pretend I know exactly what's happening behind the scenes, but I still believe this could all be part of a rollout. At this point, the one thing we can confidently confirm is that Jay-Z does have an album coming. Everything beyond that, including whether the project is already finished or if there will be outside partners involved, remains unclear. And honestly, that uncertainty is what makes this whole situation so interesting to watch unfold. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments. What do you make of Ray Daniels and Charlamagne continuing to stand on their claims? And what are your thoughts on Joe Budden and the podcast reacting to Charlamagne giving Ray Daniels the donkey of the day? If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.